Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Overnight, Russian forces launched several aerial and artillery attacks across Ukraine. Ukrainian Air Force have reported shooting down 34 of 55 incoming airborne targets. In the Kherson region, 3 people were killed and 10 others were wounded following Russian shelling in the city. Meanwhile, in the Donetsk region, 15 residents were reported wounded in the aftermath of Russian attacks, according to local authorities. In Russia, authorities claim to have intercepted and destroyed 27 Ukrainian drones over various regions. The governor of Voronezh, Alexander Gusev, has said that a fire broke out at an oil depot due to drone debris falling in the area. On the front lines, Russian forces continue their offensive in the Kharkiv region, focusing on the city of Vovchansk to strengthen position in northeastern Ukraine. Despite concentrated strikes in the Vovchansk sector, no significant advancements have been recorded. Ukrainian forces said that they are holding the line through the Russian counterattacks. Now, in the Donetsk region, Russian forces are attempting to encircle Pokrovsk and Toretsk using heavy artillery and airstrikes. They aim to target fortified Ukrainian positions. Moscow's strategic goal is to gain control over key transportation hubs connecting the region's major cities. Russian military sources have reported intense shelling with reconnaissance drones and rocket artillery systems supporting the offensive. The attacks have caused severe damage to infrastructure, complicating resupply operations for Ukrainian troops. Now, let's turn to the Middle East, where Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire and hostage release deal after 15 months of conflict. Now, the accord includes a 6-week initial ceasefire phase, the gradual withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Gaza Strip, and the release of hostages taken by Hamas in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. However, tensions remain. On Thursday morning, Palestinian forces launched a rocket at southern Israel, triggering air raid alerts. In this gripping footage coming up, the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade launches a devastating counterstrike under the cover of darkness. Using strike drones and a D-30 howitzer, the Ukrainians wiped out Russian positions concealed in buildings, tree lines, and fields. Not only did the unit neutralize Russian personnel, they also thwarted a calculated nighttime assault on their defenses. Precision strikes with 122mm and 155mm shells from the Raiders of Thunder artillery detachment ensured the Russians' plans were left in ruins. The detachment specializes in integrating modern drone reconnaissance with traditional artillery firepower, achieving unmatched accuracy. Russian forces have begun equipping their Private 82 and Millennia II strike drones with TM62 anti-tank mines. This adaptation aims to amplify their destructive power against armored vehicles and fortifications, posing a new challenge on the battlefield. The upcoming footage captures the consequences of these modifications and how Ukrainian defenders are countering this emerging threat. The TM62 mine, originally designed for ground deployment, has been reconfigured to be dropped from drones, making a significant shift in how traditional munitions are utilized in modern conflicts. Despite these innovations, Ukrainian forces have successfully neutralized numerous drones using advanced counter-drone technology and adaptive tactics. We close with harrowing footage from the archives of Ukraine's Defense Intelligence Unit, Nobody, capturing the fierce trench warfare near Kharkiv in the Donetsk region. Taken during Ukraine's intense battle for the nearby Road of Life, this action cam footage offers an unfiltered view of the brutal combat that defines this period in the war. The battles near Kharkiv highlighted the strategic importance of maintaining logistics and supply lines under constant threat. Despite setbacks and losses, Ukrainian forces demonstrated incredible resilience, using lessons learned to adapt and improve tactics in subsequent operations.
Где окоп? Налево! Направо! 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 Пошел, пошел! Давай, давай, давай! Да, мне надо гранаты поднести. А я вот что-то кому несу. Где мои? Пусть жду.
Пидорасы вот тут носили, не можем их...
Такой такая.
Блядь, что вы делаете? Ебалось оно. Дети малые, вы что? Тут что с ним, спроси, что у него, блядь?
Сейчас.
Давай, давай, пошел, брат.
Что с тобой? Что с тобой?
В лице прилетело.
Так, блядь, отходи, давай, что ты лежишь-то? Я тебя не потяну, братан. Давай, вставай.
Сейчас.
И газуй в окопчик. Я попиздил.
Давай, гранаты туда придись.
Есть гранаты?
Рюкзак за задувально лежит.
Ебать, они сюда работают. Да хуя тут? А? В лицо прилетело. Косты? Гранаты. Целый рюкзак.
Наш? Вот здесь пальцы.
Пацаны, что по гранатам?
Там гелібеторами цілу.
Это этот? Как? Ебать, нахуй. Это было близко, сука.
And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. For more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.